Here we have a post from X. It says, sheesh, Jimmy Butler's baby mom says $55,000 a month in child support isn't enough, asking the judge for more. What I wanted to respond to was the Joe Biden podcast talking about this. I watched it a little early. I thought they had some good talking points on both sides. Why she deserves a little more, why she doesn't. And I wanted to bring it to the table for you guys to take a look.
He can't say that.
Sir, you can't
Is he
say that.
allowed to say
I'll
that?
say it louder.
Which part of Jimmy Butler pause? The child support part or him versus Pat Riley?
I was just talking about the child support.
I'll talk
part.
about person Pat Riley.
All right.
The Pat Riley part I feel the way about too, but
Well, let's do the child support first. That's fine. We have child support experts. Child support experts up in this piece. So,
yeah.
What we got?
I
Well,
struggle.
what happened? The girl is getting how much?
So
and
here's the story,
and
right?
she won an extra $10K, right?
Right, because the news just reported that she was asking for $55K, which was a little misleading. Or $65K. She's making $55 already.
Yeah.
And was asking for a $10,000 increase
For 3 kids.
for 3 kids, ages 5, 4, and 1, I think, or 5, 2, and 1. 5, but they're all under 5.
Pay the woman.
That's my easy answer.
Pay the woman.
Pay the woman. Jimmy Butler's argument is his lawyer's argument was she does not work.
And we were never married.
And we were never married. But first, the she does not work part is important because he's saying the 55 covers the kids. The extra 10 is really for a lifestyle that she's trying to maintain without working. And then he says she's trying to live the life of an NBA wife by not
we
working.
were never married.
Which we never worked.
So I should not be responsible for having to upkeep her quality of life.
Exactly.
She's getting $55,000 a month. That's $600,000 a year. And she wants $10,000 more. Bring it to even $65,000. And I see it from both sides a little bit. She's staying at home, and it takes a lot for a woman to stay at home with the kids. And she's got 3 of them, 4, 5, and 1. But I don't know an extra $10,000 is going to make that huge of a difference. Maybe it is. Maybe that's why she's asking for such a specific number. I don't know her finances. But I can't imagine that you're burning through $55,000 a month, no matter where you're staying. Is she paying a mortgage where she's living? Is he paying it? You know, those details aren't in the conversation. So we don't know all of their finances, but the kids aren't going to school. She's staying home. She's not working. So Jimmy Butler's lawyer is saying, you want me to fund your lifestyle. You want me to pay alimony to somebody that I was never married to because you want to uphold a basketball wife type of lifestyle. And from that perspective, I agree with him. Why am I responsible for your lifestyle just because you have my kids? That's what the child support is for, to take care of the kids. And I'm giving you $55,000 a month. Anything over that you need to go work for it. Maybe she doesn't have the skill set to net $10,000 a month, and she's looking for Jimmy Butler to supplement what she doesn't have. Or maybe she needs it. Maybe she needs that $10,000 for something that the kids have to do that he's not providing.
That's the argument.
And this is where? What county? What
How many children do
Hold
they
up.
have?
So currently she's
3,
getting
5,
55.
all under 5.
Yes.
Yeah.
Currently.
Where
Yes.
is this at? Where is this case at? What state?
I'm not sure what state. Not sure what state.
Somebody Google it real quick.
It might be
while we
Texas,
talk.
but I'm not sure.
What I'm going to say is
$55,000 in Texas is
$660,000.
crazy.
That's no tax. Because you don't pay tax on child support.
Right.
That's the equivalent to like let's say $1 million job. Right? So I just think that if you make $1 million a year from your job, you could take care of 3 kids. That's my opinion.
Pay the woman.
Because again, child support is supposed to be dual.
I think it's LA.
It's supposed to be dual. So if she don't
can't find
work, there's some judges that will make her go work.
Yeah.
Some judges be like, ma'am, you have to get a job. If you want more money, you need to work.
Child support is not supposed to supplement the income for the job she doesn't have. Yes, he needs to provide for the kids because she's the full-time caregiver. But like Ish said, she's getting basically $1 million salary. She's not paying any taxes on that. If you were making $1 million salary, especially in California, you might be taxed at 40, 50%, somewhere around there. So she's currently getting $600,000, a little over, because it's 55, and she's asking for 65. That's $720,000 a year that she's asking for an increase. She's not working. Where is all of the money going? And staying home with the kids absolutely is a full-time job. You don't clock out at the end of your 8, 10, 12-hour shift. It happens all night and all day. You get up in the morning, you feed them. You put them down, give them a couple hours, you feed them again. And you do that 6 to 8 times a day. So she does have a point. Hey, I'm not working because I'm working in the home. But I don't know if that's warranted for a $10,000 increase when you're already getting $55,000 a month.
I'm struggling with it because the pay to woman is the easy part. Even first of all, if I had a $40-50 million contract, he's about to get an extension. I probably wouldn't be spending my time haggling over $10,000 a month.
I think it's a principle thing more than a money thing.
It absolutely is a principle thing. You got a 1-year-old with this person, so you just got out of something too. So this also feels like
emotion.
Yeah,
sour grapes.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of shit happening. You don't have a 1-year-old with somebody, and then you get to this stage unless a whole lot of shit is happening in the middle. To me, the argument that you're not a wife is a bad argument. It's a better argument when you got one with somebody. When you got 3 kids, one of whom is like 12 months old, you're not my wife. You shot up in that thing 3 times. Like to me at this point, like the wife not wife that's legal. To me, the bigger point is like, just y'all are co-parenting, y'all have a relationship. Let her have this life, whether you because you can afford it, and she's asking for
That's
it.
why I keep saying pay the woman.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
I can't find where is that?
I couldn't find it either.
Yeah.
You put 3 up in there knowing that she didn't work.
right. Right.
And just put one up in there.
Yeah, it was recently, yesterday.
This ain't no.
Yes.
It's an extra 10 grand.
Or there's an option. There's the other side of that.
Which is?
Move to New Jersey or Texas.
No.
Hey, we don't go through this in Jersey and Texas now.
Get your kids. Try to get your kids. See, niggas never want to do that
That's
part.
the ice
No, they
route.
don't.
We ain't doing that.
But that niggas never want that side.
Oh, no.
Why we assuming that he? Why we assuming
Change
that
the
he-
lifestyle.
Well, I don't want to speak for Jimmy 'cause I don't know. I know when I looked at his new home in Architectural Digest, he had a new room for a young kid. So he clearly wants to do some caretaking, but he may not want to have 3 kids full time.
So Mark said, hey, he's getting a $40 million deal. Why don't he just go ahead and give up another $10,000? What is it to him? Well, the kids are young. So assuming he's going to stay, assuming that he would stay at 65, that's an extra $1 million. What I meant to say was that for every year he's paying $100,000, that's going to add up. Over a 10-year period, he's going to pay $1 million. And he's got a kid that's 17 years, that's going to be $1.7 million just for that kid if it stays at an extra $10,000 a month, $100,000 a year. We just talked about how Cam Newton is out of the league and he's worried about the money that he has and worried about being able to provide for the kids because those checks aren't coming in the same. And if you haven't seen that video, I'll link it down in the show notes. But we just talked about that. And if he's giving away an extra $1 million now, what's to say that 2, 3, 4 years down the road, she doesn't come back and say she needs more? And then all of those child support payments that he's paying to her are just eating away at his check. You know, he's fairly young. He wants to make sure that the money that he has, that he's accumulating from the NBA for all of the hard work that he's done, it stays in his pocket. Of course, some is going to go to the kids. Right now, he has $55,000 a month going to the kids. Those kids aren't hurting for anything. Not at 4 years old, 5 years old, and 12 months old. So to Jimmy Butler's argument, maybe she wants an extra $10,000 or $100,000 a year, keep a lifestyle that he introduced her to. As far as them saying that he doesn't want custody, if he takes custody of those kids, he is absolutely going to have to pay for a daycare, for a nanny, somewhere for those kids to go when he's doing his 2-a-day or 3-a-day practices, when he's going out of town on games. So of course he doesn't want to take the kids full time. But what he's saying is, are you actually taking this money that I'm giving you and caring for the kids, or are you just raking me over the coals so you could have a better lifestyle? If that's what she's doing, I don't agree with that. You don't owe her upkeeping the lifestyle that she had when she was with you, now that you guys are gone, now that you guys are broken up. If that's your lady, or if that's what you want to do, then absolutely. But if it's not what you want to do, and the kids are taken care of through the child support, then don't use the child support as a back door to rake me over the coals and get more money out of me.
And what I suspect though is if he did in his life, he probably ended up spending just as much to take care of them 3 kids and have nannies and support and travel as he would paying the mom.
55,000 though, you think?
Yeah, as Jimmy Butler, yeah, not as us, but as Jimmy Butler, yeah.
As men, we always look at it wrong. If you have it and you can afford your kids to live a certain lifestyle, then I assume that you would want to.
Right. Jimmy's saying, I'm paying for their lifestyle, I'm not going to pay for yours.
But $10,000 extra. Never mind.
Not necessarily a fucking.
If I'm paying you
big
55, I'm
jump
paying for your
yeah.
lifestyle too.
A month?
That's 600.
It depends on what that 55 includes. For example, if you pay for private school, daycare, that shit ain't. I mean, that'd eat up all that. I don't know. He may be paying that on top of it. I don't know the situation.
Oh.
I don't know. What is that crazy?
I'm just saying. If
3 kids?
It ain't like she asking for 110.
I'm saying
she's asking for 10 extra. If you paying 55 already,
yeah.
And 20 a kid in LA, a little bit more than 20 a kid in LA. It sounds like, I'm not familiar with LA, but it sounds like it's part of course of what they do out there.
Yeah, that doesn't sound crazy to me. That's what I say. I say just pay her $10,000 a month. To me, extra isn't that big a deal. And I think a woman who has 3 of your children should have the same lifestyle.
Hold up for a minute, Mark, because our math guy, like, we're doing all of this math right now.
660,000 a year.
I'm bad at math, honestly, too.
y'all got to use a calculator.
Math
too.
man, like, what do you think?
What do I think about what? What do I think about what? Which piece?
The increase, the ask, what should or should not happen?
I mean, based on the information that we have, I think it's emotional. I think that if you
Jimmy Butler, do you fight it?
I fight it.
Got it.
The last thing that they said was maybe the ask is emotional because the kid is 12 months. They probably just broke up. I'm going to disagree on that. Either she needs the money or she doesn't need the money to take care of the kids. But I don't think that it's an emotional. She's just trying to rake them over the coast because it's only $10,000 more. She's not asking for $50,000 more or $150,000 a month. It's $10,000 more. So it could be possible that she's trying to increase her lifestyle or she really needs it for the kids. They're starting to get to that pre-K school age where they need to go out of the house and receive some other sort of education. Maybe she's planning according to that. We're not privy to those details. It could be the case. We don't know. But they're going to go into court. They're going to figure it out. And either he's going to get a decrease, he's going to stay where he's at, or he's going to get an increase. I'm not going to go through all of the content. If you guys want to see the rest of the video, go ahead over to the Joe Budden podcast. I will link that down in the show notes as well. But it was a very good conversation. I thought that they had some good points on both sides. She is taking care of the kids full time. She deserves to have everything that she needs to take care of them, especially if you're not splitting the time 50-50, which you can't because you're in the NBA. So go ahead, give her the money, call it a day. It's only an extra $100,000 a year. It's not going to hurt your pockets. You just signed a $40 million deal, according to the people on the podcast, or you're about to. And let that be a lesson to all of the young NBA players, all of the young athletes, to keep your family together, to choose wisely who it is you have kids with, and you won't have to pay child support. You won't be supporting 2 different households. You'll be supporting one with your wife and your kids all under the same roof. That's my thoughts. Jimmy Butler, go ahead, give her the money. $65,000 a month. If you like the video, like the video. Subscribe to me back here for the next conversation. And if you have thoughts on child support, dudes getting raked over coals, and the family court system, let the world know. This is the place for discourse. Till next time. Peace.